This is from some stupid-ass website. The truth you won't accept. Well, if you look at this, if you've seen enough of my videos, you'll understand they're showing the moon and Saturn. So we know who's behind this. Come on. Look, this whole thing with Korea. Okay, it's all a game. It's all bullshit because the stuff's already in place to go off. 1993, the World Trade Center. The basement is blown out by some supposedly brown person from the Middle East, right? The usual suspects that don't have anything to do with it. So who gets the contract? Halliburton. Halliburton goes in, unfettered access. Nobody's going to question him. That's Bush's buddy. They go in and they redo the whole basement, and guess what? They make it 10 feet thicker. They said, well, we made it thicker to make it stronger. But really, when you look at what happened in 2001, the foundation of the buildings were knocked off by 6 feet. It takes a lot of power to do that. Because the 10 feet extra was probably some type of plastic explosive. And that is a big-ass basement of the two buildings. So that was in place for 8 years. Everybody forgot about it, and then bang, September 11th comes along. Okay, it's the same thing here. Hurricane Irene, they evacuated downtown Manhattan, 40-mile-an-hour winds. This guy that made this video was part of the problem too. If you look here, you'll see there's an X on the door, and here's the pyramid with the capstone missing. But it's true, nothing happened. Why? They got everybody out of there so they could set the devices to go off at the appropriate time, using the North Korean story as a guise, saying right now, oh, they can't reach the East Coast, but when it happens, they're going to say, oh, they must have gotten one from some rogue country out of Russia or somewhere in that region. Mandatory evacuation ordered. New York, nothing happened. Chicago, I remember this happened in 2012. They made everybody from the middle of downtown get the fuck out of the way. We know what this symbol is right here. Okay, we know what that is. This here, same thing. LA streets 3 months ago. Every city, every major city is being set up. Here's a picture from a news story. You got the red, you got the blue, and you got the black. The two pillars, and then Saturn is the black with the 9. The picture speaks 1,000 words. These devices are already set to go off. Probably sometime June, July, August. And again, this picture. Okay, you got to understand. They can't make it look like they did it. When this happens, the world's going to go into lockdown. It's going to go into chaos. And they ain't just going to step in and stop it. They're going to let it go run wild for a while until people are begging. When this thing goes off, that's when these things are going to appear that are going to wow the world with the old guys that one of the ones uses. Oh, love, 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 but it's fake. It's fake. It has nothing to do with love. I told you, when the system fell, we fell out of the light that was manna. That's why lions didn't have to eat sheep. That's why they say the lion will lay down with the lamb. That light fell. We're cut off from that. But the light that's inside of you, that's part of your DNA, that makes you able to pray to the Creator and to envision a higher God, a higher power, Jesus Christ, God, whatever. That light they can't extinguish from the outside. So they got to do it from the inside. But in order to do that, they got to do all kinds of stuff on the outside to get to the inside, where they can convince people that if we just do away with all of that, we'll never have to worry about this happening again. In your DNA is what's programmed into you to believe in the Creator. It's already there. Whether you use it or not is up to you. You have the ability to. But the light on the outside, when I talk about the machine being broke, they were able to stop that connection. But the one that's inside of you is unbreakable. But if they get into you and take that out in the DNA strand, you got 3 strands. Take the center pillar out, the one that connects you to the Creator. Then man will become, as Dr. Moreau's movie, where they were making animals into men. Here they're reversing it and making men into animals. Your dog or cat can believe in you, but it can't believe in God because it just doesn't get it. If you take that out, then they never have to worry about any type of rebellion again. And that's what the deal is. Go look up the movie The Original Time Machine. They did that. That's why they let the girl sit there and drowned in the river until the guy from the time machine jumped in and saved her. See, the story isn't that hard to follow if you know what you're looking at. This is the truth. You won't accept important. This and this should tell you everything I've been telling you. Saturn, the moon, the earth. I don't know why you guys won't listen to me or why you don't get it. All of this is a fucking stage show, buddy. It's all set up. The stuff is in place. There is no enemy. There's no enemy. The enemy's here. It always has been here. So whoever this video reaches their ears, understand all of this it's just a game for them. North Korea doesn't hate the United States any more than you hate the guy 5 doors down. It doesn't make any difference. This is an ongoing thing that's been going on about every 2,500 years. The red, the blue, the black. The left pillar, the right pillar, and the center. Saturn acting as the main pillar. And here's the 9 right there. It doesn't matter to me who likes me and who doesn't like me here. The bottom line is this is the reality. This is the truth. There ain't a whole lot of time left. Believe me, this shit's getting ready to go down. I'm not a fear monger. Fuck, I don't care if it goes down tomorrow. I don't want your adoration and I don't want your respect. I don't want you to follow me. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't need to take my shirt off and try and wow people into loving my physique or scaring them into acceptance. I don't need it. That's the way they do things. I don't need to use the word love to get people's attention. Either I'm going to get it or I'm not. It's up to you. All of these things where you see these things going on where they've evacuated places like Louisiana. Do you know that New York, where that hurricane hit, they still don't have power in a lot of that area. Why? Because they're never supposed to get it back. This is a global land grab to start the situation over again. You and I have been set up from the beginning. Long before we got here, we were set up. So just understand, use what little light you got left inside of you and talk to the Creator, because there's nobody here to help you except you. This tells you everything you need to know about what's going on. Red, blue, and black.